Alright, the latest episode of Pose. We go back to 1982, and let me tell you. First of all, I'm Kayla, legendary mother of the House of Rambling. Back in 1982, Blanca was fresh. She was new. She had on a wig that looked like my bonnet. She had a little wispy bang, and it was laid kind of like this, honey. And she had on this, Lord, this peach dress, and the children loved peach in the 80s. I've got some photographic evidence of the girls wearing peach down in the 80s. She had on her little peach dress, and she walked out there, honey, and the category was Femme Queen First Time Walking. Mama went out there. Now, the girls were out there. They were giving face. They were giving luxury. Not luxury, luxury. And they were giving you, you know, hey, I'm here. Blanca came out there like, hey, y'all, it's me. I'm Blanca. And I was just like, Blanca, please, please, please. Oh, I have replayed Blanca giving you Femme Queen First Time Walking 70 times. It's my favorite thing right now, just to watch her, because she just, oh my God. MJ Rodriguez, sis, girl, when you played young Blanca, you took me right on there. I don't know where I went, but you took me there. And I'm forever grateful. Forever grateful. I've been in the worst depression. That was the first thing that made me cackle in like 2 weeks. That took me smooth out. She's walking, honey. She obviously gets, you know, pretty low scores, and because she wasn't pulled together. But she didn't let it get her down at all. She looked up there, she saw a lecturer, and you could see that she was inspired by a lecturer. And I'm like, dang, they really finna pull in my heartstrings right now. Like, we were 4 minutes in, and I tweeted, they're already yanking at my heartstrings, the nerve. So after the ball, you see Blanca out there, she's smoking a cigarette. The other girls are huddled together talking about her. And Blanca's like, girl, if you want to, you know, fight, let's fight. And the lecturer comes out and reads all the girls. Told one of the girls, you know, your real hair is so short you can roll it with rice. You know, she dragged, with a T, those girls and sent them running. She took Blanca out to eat, you know, very much like Damon did. And just kind of mothered her immediately. And gave her a hot meal. You know, the baby ain't ate, you know, in so long. And just was like, I see something in you, we're gonna pull you together, you're gonna be legendary, you know, that's fine. And she said something along the lines of, you know, as your mother, yada yada, blah blah blah. And Blanca said, you want to be my mother? And the lecturer said, no, I am your mother. And it touched me, and my wig came flying off. It flew across the room, and I didn't put it back on the rest of the episode. My wig was gone the whole episode. So then we see Blanca again, mother. Blanca was born to be somebody's mama. And what's wild is Blanca's only 22, 23, because you remember Blanca was kicked out at 17 for, you know, being herself. And 1982 was her first ball. I'm assuming that she was kicked out like right, you know, and then went right on to the balls. So she's like 22, 23 years old, and she is these children's mama. Do you hear me? She got these teenagers to raise. Back when I was 22, 23, honey, I ain't have nobody's maternal instinct. I'm so mad. I can say back when I was, okay, white people riding dirty in the hood, sis, what you doing? I be worried when I see white people driving in my neighborhood, but especially driving slow. Are they casing the hood is the question. Anyway, girl, honey, she told them kids to clean up their rooms, and they wasn't doing it right, and she had it because she did not, you know, put in all this work for a dirty house. She ain't out here raising these kids to be nasty. She gets a phone call, and you can hear her kind of scream or screech or however, and you know, you see the kids running into the room where she is, the living room, I presume, and she's sitting on the floor. And the call was that her mom had passed away, and one of her friends from the neighborhood called, let her know that her mom was gone. So she pumps it on down to the house. I'm assuming that it wasn't her mom's house she went to, it was her sister's house. A little girl answered the door. First of all, my mother, why is your 10-year-old answering the door by herself? at any point in time when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, and I was answering the door with my mother standing beside me with the door open wide enough for me and the person on the other side of the door to know that it's me and my mama. And that's after I said, who is it? That's after I peeped through the hole and looked out the window to clarify who it is. So I'm just trying to understand. But the little girl answered the door. She said, Mama, some lady out here want to speak to you. Carmen answers, comes to the door. You hear a man's voice in the background say, who is it? And then you hear Carmen say, my brother. Strike number un. Strike number one. They have this long to do about why you ain't tell me mama was dead, and I ain't really care about that, but let's get on to strike number two. Is Carmen says, how I'm supposed to explain to a 10-year-old girl that her uncle is this and I don't know what you are and this and the other. You just did when your daughter answered the door and saw a woman, and when the man said, who is it? And you said, my brother. You explained it right then. So confused. Then she goes on to say, how am I supposed to explain to the family that you're not dead? And she's like, you told everybody that I died? And Carmen says, no, mommy did. And so I'm sitting here like, well, F mama too then. And Carmen. Both of them. All of them. Anyway, Praytell gives her some encouragement, and you know, parents ain't perfect, that kind of thing. It hit home because I'm having some troubles right now. Then white people news, honey. Dawson is mad because Dawson, being James Vanderbeek, Stan's boss, he mad because Stan out here making money moves, and he's still dancing. I don't care, to be honest. I don't care nothing about these white people. But he mad. He done went over to Stan's house and instead of telling the wife these things, gave her an address because he followed Stan to this address and this is where the girl live and carrying on. So now he got Patti out here doing all this detective, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, work. This Inspector Gadget, Inspector Clouseau, like all this just carrying on. And Patty's not built for it. Let Patti just be a housewife at the house. Anyway, girl, so we have this category which is called Perfect Tens. Honestly, it's just femme queen on steroids. Like, it just is. So you have the girls walking, and you have Praytell saying that you must be able to pass, and this and that. And again, that passing conversation, it's like, first of all, that's hurtful to those who just will never be able to pass. There are some women that just won't ever be able to pass. We can't just be hung up on the girls passing. Like, that's tired to me. But anyway, honey, while they're having this scene of you must be able to pass and you must be this and you must be that, they juxtapose that scene with the scene of Electra going into surgery. You see her in the hospital and going into surgery. And it was eerie. It was just this whole you must be able to pass. And it was like, is the commentary they're trying to give that Electra wants to pass, or that this is what she feels like she needs to be complete? Because when she was talking to Aphrodite last episode, she said that she didn't feel incomplete. She just kind of wanted to have her surgery. She felt like this would make her feel better or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, girl, we have a challenge, and the challenge is the house of abundance. Is challenging the house of Mugler, and they get up there, they do their thing. I was fully expecting Mugler to win, but abundance took the win. Shocked. Blanca goes to visit Electra. Electra thought it was somebody else, honey, because when she turned that corner, she was like, what the F are you doing here? What? Of all girls, Blanca, it's you. And they have this heart-to-heart, and it was, I had two mothers, the one that brought me into the world and you. And the former's dead. The latter wasn't good, but she all I got. So I'm here showing you a little piece of love because you're the only mother I got left. And it kind of touched Electra in the heartula region. Then we see the funeral. Blanca goes to the funeral and she brings 1/3 of the crowd with her. I was like, mother wasn't well received apparently, because all the funerals I've been to have been quite bigger. But I don't know. Maybe, folks have small funerals. I don't know. I just know a lot of people who know a lot of people. And when folks die, it just be everybody at their function. But Blanca comes in, she got her daughter and her sons, and, Praytell is with her. And they walk in, child, and she goes up to the casket, and, she's getting ready to say her goodbyes, and then you see the aunties over to the side talking about, is that Mateo? Can't believe he grew up to be, a transvestite. Do. And I'm just like, I just didn't care for it. At one point, honey, the brother walked up there. The brother looked a little gay to me too, but honey, who I me to judge? And it looked like it was about to get rowdy. Blanca's children stood up. They stood up like Migos 2 years ago at the BET Awards. Do it look like I was left off Bad and Bougie? Like they stood up ready. And Praytell walked up there with behind Blanca, told her to take all the time you need. We got you. You say your goodbye. She says her goodbye. Blanca walks out. The auntie is shady. The two aunties are shady. Praytell is giving, you have a bad perm and you have a bad life. You're Christian, but you're trying it. And some kind of way, one of the aunties refound Jesus and invites Blanca over to the mama house for, the repast. So, and I was very surprised that Blanca went to the repast by herself, but I guess. And I'd have brought at least Angel, like at least one of my kids, somebody. One of them. Probably not little Patti. He, bless him, we love him, but he ain't got no couth. So Blanca's she in the kitchen, honey. She making herself a to-go plate, and she gets her mama's cookbook. That was her thing. Her and her mom always loved to cook. That was their bonding time. So she grabs the cookbook. Carmen pops up and is like, what's that? And she's like, it's mom's cookbook. But the brother pops up and is giving, we haven't decided what we giving away or what we throwing away. And she's like, okay, well, let me have this cookbook. Like, I don't understand what you're telling me. Then she zooms in on Carmen wearing one of her mom's rings, and she's like, so I can't have a cookbook, but you already wearing the jewelry. It escalates, honey. The brother, like, physically pushes, I shouldn't say Carmen, what's her name, Blanca, into the wall, is trying to get physical, and I'm just like, I'm tired of folks putting their hands on Blanca. I'm real tired. Anyway, Blanca leaves. She doesn't have her cookbook. Swooping over to a lecture, honey, she wrapped up like India Badu. Like Badu Ari, Erica Ari, and she got her hair wrapped, and she giving you moo Patti LaBelle, living it up, yeah, with Patti LaBelle. She done made the kids some escargot or something. I don't know, caviar. I think it was caviar. I don't know. But she's just dedicated to being a better mother, and she's gonna do all she can, and they're gonna start by crushing the house of Evangelista. And I'm like, I thought we were doing better. I had done thought that we were doing better. It hurt me. Anyway, girl, Carmen brings the book back to Blanca's, and she says she lied. Their mother talked about her all the time and was, having trouble with who she is, but never stopped loving her, that kind of thing. And she wished that she would have gotten to tell her that. And I'm just like, well, she could have, because Blanca sent the Christmas card with the phone number and the address. So I'm just trying to understand, did y'all not give it to the mama, or what happened? Because them the questions I would have been asking. I would have been like, okay, you real cute with this come to Jesus moment, but y'all couldn't have got her information to me, or my information to her? What happened? See, I don't see it for Carmen. I don't see it for her. But she gives her the cookbook, and it says, calls her by her name. It says, Blanca, you're the best parts of her. And it was cute. It was sentimental or whatever, but I still don't see it for Carmen. Ever. And that's that on that. Then we have this moment, Lord. It took me smooth the hell out. So we see Mama Rodriguez in the kitchen. We see young Blanca in the kitchen. They're making pancakes, and Lord Jesus, it had me toe up. They're making pancakes and adding the milk and stirring and putting the fruit in, and then you see baby Blanca tell her mom, I love you, Mom. And I was already shook right there. Shook boots. But I told myself, and I told Twitter, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed a tear. And then we have Damon in there making them pancakes. He forgot to put the milk in there, Lord. So Blanca goes, she put the milk in there, and they stir the pancake, and then they gonna put the fruit in it. And Damon looks up at Blanca and says, I love you, Mother. And I lost my fullest nigga mind and just bawled. I bawled. I'm on the verge now. That thing, ooh. took me out. Back to Patti, girl. Patti over here snooping. Let me get myself together. Patti is over here snooping, honey. She done been down to the apartments. She got her rich white woman on and was like, my husband is the one who go with Angel. Can you give me her information? Can you give me her forwarding address? And I'm sitting here like, and I said on Twitter, let Angel have been the wife and been asking all these questions. And her black behind wouldn't have got none of these answers. But anyway, he done gave Patti Angel's forwarding address. And she goes over there. Little Poppy thinks she coming to buy some drugs, honey. She lies, says she's a friend of Angel's from work. And I'm like, you done called yourself a hooker, but okay. And he's like, okay, well, she's at the ball. We gonna go on down there. And she's like, is it far? Because I have a town car. He's like, oh, word? Well, let's get in and let's go. So they ride to the ball. Lord Patti is at the ball, honey. She walks in there and they're like, who done brought, you know, fish in here? Like, what is going on? Who did your work? Like that T.S. Madison video, that episode of Now Wait a Minute, when she was in jail. And that other trans woman was trying to size her up and, you know, was feeling some kind of way about how cute she was looking. She said, who did your body? Madison said, Christina. Christina did my body. I don't know. Anyway, girl. So she walking through the ball, honey. She spies Angel. Angel's obviously, you know, far better looking, far superior, but whatever. Angel steps outside, you know, a little later. Patti walks out there and says, I'm Patti, I'm Stan's wife. Can we talk for a minute? I just want to know your name. Like, she gives her one of that and then it goes to break. I mean, goes off. So I fully cannot wait, truly, until this coming Sunday to see what the girls are giving as far as Angel and Patti linking up. Are they finna link up and take this nigga money? Are they finna give you city girls, where the bag at, nigga, where the bag at? Like, I want that. I want them to link up. Honestly, Patti can join the House of Evangelista. Like, and they just all link up and make money moves. That would be sickening boots. Fully and totally sickening to capacity. Anyway, girl, that's that on that. I'll call y'all back for something else. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.